While there is much to celebrate at Colorado State University, President Tony Frank calls for this university community to work together addressing issues facing higher education, conflicts over hate speech, the First Amendment, and the importance of civility.
I hope that you will join me over this next year in helping to take that next step in greatness, in making sure that the primacy of free speech is upheld and the critical nature of civil discourse is every bit as much a part of this campus, refusing to accept that one of these must be weighted in favor of the other. While we can never protect members of our community from hate speech, how do we assure that the most vulnerable among us understand that they do not hear those words alone? They do not reject that ideology alone. They do not stand alone before those who say it. How do we make sure that all of us, CSU as a community, stands shoulder to shoulder so that the vitriol and vehemence of hate speech crashes, broken and empty, against a solid shore, undergirded by the immense strength of human dignity?
In his fall address, President Frank tells faculty, staff, and students that vigorous debate, embracing the right to disagree, and being civil in doing so will bring strength to face other challenges.
We can tackle cultural change. We can improve the way we treat each other, and in doing so, we can make progress on everything from living wages to non-tenure track faculty rights, to racial and gender equity, to sexual violence and suicide prevention.
And there are significant successes: continued record enrollment and diversity, gains in retention and graduation rates, a physically renewed campus, and record alumni support.
And we do have much progress to celebrate.
President Frank recalls the flood of 20 years ago and CSU's recovery, then the recession and recovery, and now these latest challenges in CSU's 147-year history.
In the face of all that 147 years has been able to throw at the community that is Colorado State University, we have stood strong, like an oak deeply rooted against destructive winds. And I have no doubt that we will emerge from our current storm with our commitment to free speech, our commitment to civil discourse, and our commitment to an inclusive and healthy community fully intact. This university is great because you all have made her that way. And that is why it remains such a deep privilege for me to work alongside each of you. Let's have another great year, CSU. Thank you.